Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Chesar. I am here with Cindy Branson. So excited to be live with you today, everyone. Today, we have an amazing presentation by Cindy Branson, of course, who put a lot of work into this. And she's going to talk about the 12 work from home agency business ideas, great side hustle, great full-time job. A lot of people out there can't get jobs right now. They've lost their job. And this is such a great opportunity to start work from home and get all the mentoring from our amazing Builderall team, awesome family. So welcome, Cindy Branson. I'm really excited to see your presentation today.
Thanks so much, Chris. It really is an exciting time because so many people across the United States and across the entire globe are really transitioning. There's just a mass force of people that want to remain at home to earn their income. And sometimes they can do this in a journey, and they start with something small, like a side hustle, we call it, or they dive right into a full-time business. And then there's also the ones that just grow along the way until they can quit their 9 to 5 or whatever their schedule shift is, and make it their full-time income as an agency that they are able to do at home or technically remotely. So it could be anywhere, not just at home. So what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about 12 ideas, and I have one bonus idea, of course. And then we're going to also so you're going to share my screen for me, Chris?
Yeah, let's go back to the first slide.
Okay.
And you are shared.
Okay, fantastic. So we're going to go over these 12 at-home agency businesses that you can do, and with very little experience. You really, if you can have some basic computer skills, some customer service demeanor, then you're going to be set. You can learn everything else that you need to learn. Okay, so we do that through Builderall. And so sorry, jumping ahead already. So what is our agenda? We are going to talk about who we are a little bit, very briefly, Chris and I. We're going to talk about the 12 types of agencies. We're going to talk about what Builderall is and how to get the fantastic deal to get started today. Okay, so basically 4 things, and we're going to show you a lot, though, give you a lot of ideas, and hopefully just get those wheels turning, knowing that you can do this. I could do it. Anybody can do it, is how I feel. All right. So who are we? We are Cindy Branson and Chris Chesar. We are ambassadors of Builderall. We are also business pros, have certifications through them, because we have built our business through them. So what is Builderall, though? It's a platform. It's an affiliate and a tool resource that we built our business on, just like everybody on this video right now that's viewing it is because you're looking for ideas, and that's how we started as well. Okay, so I am Cindy Branson. I'm living in the mountains right now. I've been with Builderall for over 2 years. I've built my business with multiple streams of income through their tools. I started out with them just by building websites, and then I grew from there. And now I'm building my first course that I will sell as a standalone product. So I am very excited about that. So it's been a journey for me. Chris, why don't you share just briefly how you got started with Builderall and your story a little bit?
I've been using Builderall for a couple years now. I did it for like a side hustle when I had my real job. But for now, what happened was, obviously when COVID hit, I lost my business. Everything went down the toilet. So I decided to go full time into selling Builderall. So I came in more as an affiliate marketer and a team builder. And that's what got me started. And fortunately, it took me about 6 to 7 months to really get my feet wet and understand what I was doing. And I got to be honest with you, I failed more than I had success. But those failures built a foundation for me, definitely building blocks for me to be very successful selling online in all different types of ways. So thank you, Cindy, for that opportunity.
Great. And that's the thing about Builderall. And even as an agency, everybody has their own story. Everybody has a different reason for coming to it and for using the tools and a different journey, which is one of the things we're going to talk about later, is our community. And even though we are all using the same platform, we can all be supportive of each other and helpful to each other, because there's so much space here in which to earn money that our support of each other doesn't get in the way of competition with each other. All right. So what are we going to talk about? What is your role as an agency? Real quick. This wasn't on the agenda, but just so you understand what an agency is. So what that means is you're basically going to be a point person between your client and the product that you're selling. So you take one of these 12 or 13 ideas and you decide that's where you're going to start, and you are that person in between the product itself and the client that you're selling it to. So
Hey,
what are you going to
excuse
be?
me, Cindy.
Yes.
Could you, that little pop-up on the very bottom, can you just put hide? Click on
I
hide.
sure can. Thanks for reminding me, Chris.
Perfect. Thank you.
And I thought I made these slides that we could have a full screen and we have room for us in our circles on the side, but maybe not. Okay. So you will be responsible. What are those responsibilities? You're going to be responsible for finding your clients. You're going to be responsible for actually completing the project and the work, the scope of work. You will be responsible for your own billing system and for the customer service that is involved in the business itself. Now, does that mean you have to do every single aspect of it? No. In the beginning, most people do. And then once they grow, they may get a VA, or they may outsource even the projects that they get from their clients. And then, of course, you'll be responsible for paying taxes according to your state or country laws, so that, because this is a business that you will need to report. Okay, so what's next? Most people are going to ask, how much can I make? Well, that answer is really going to ultimately be up to you, with no doubt. It can be anywhere from, deciding to get one client a week, a month, that may be at $250, or all the way up to multiple clients a week that are $10,000. To be a total. I mean, the range is massive because it all depends on your time that you commit to it, your dedication to building it, and just the quality of work that you do to get repeat business or referral business as well. So where are we next? Let's get right into the website agency as our number one way to use our system, or an agency at all, as a website agency, because it's an easy barrier to break into, because every single small business and business at law, any size, has to have a website of some kind, whether it's a website or a funnel, which essentially are the same thing. Some people think they're two different things. They just operate a little bit differently in the way that you build them. So it's a different journey, but they are still just a presence online that people will find you, and they represent your business, the business of your client. So there's so many ways to go about getting clients, whether you start by building your very first one. It's going to be your own client, you as your own client, and then you use that as an example. Of course, you maybe do a couple for friends or family, maybe somebody that has an Etsy store, that you build them a website that's all their own, or you do use a nonprofit, or maybe your church needs a website, you build one for them. And there's just ways to get your portfolio going as you practice, and then you have that to show everybody and anybody that wants to see your work. And then, of course, we also have samples, if you're on our team, of course, that we can show you as things that have been built on Builderall itself, which is the platform we're going to end up talking about at the end, and you can use those as samples as well. Okay, so website agency is definitely the number one. It's an easy barrier, and it can be quite lucrative. The minimum a website should cost is $500 at a bare minimum, like a one-page website with a contact list. You could easily charge $500, and I would say that for anywhere in this country, because pricing will matter based on where you are. You want to be competitive, especially in the beginning. You don't want to just give it away, but you want to be able to get the work in which that you can continue to work. Okay, so moving on from website agency, chatbot agency. Now, this is another standalone agency because chatbots are huge. They are so big right now that they are actually going to have their own funnels for sales purposes. So it's not any longer where it's just a little chatbot that pops up on a website that says, "How may I help you?" And then it's all robotic, into which it usually will go into FAQ answers or so forth. But there's actually ones that are going to guide you through a sales funnel once you are engaged with the chatbot and so on social media. Now, this is going to be huge. I mean, chatbots are already huge because they give any company the ability to basically have a 24/7 receptionist or secretary or administrative assistant, somebody that you would consider, hey, answer the phone person, to be online 24/7. So you never have to close your doors. You never have to stop answering questions from clients. That's what a chatbot can do. So there's two avenues with chatbots. There's that traditional avenue, but then there's also what I started talking about, which was the sales funnel avenue. And the best part about this is, again, back to Builderall, because that's what we're going to talk about at the end, is we have over 30 templates for different industries for the chatbots. And we have specialized training just for this agency as well. So that is a major benefit to get you started right out of the gate so that you can get going with very little time involved in learning the process, which is fantastic. And chatbots, I mean, again, it's all going to depend on how big the chatbot is, how many steps there are to it. But most chatbots, anybody who is building them will say your minimum charge for a chatbot is $1,000. Wouldn't you agree with that, Chris?
Oh, no doubt about that. You almost caught me off guard. I was ready to type a message, but absolutely, the chatbot. In fact, the chatbot templates that come and their messenger. Well, you have different chatbots. You have a website bot, but so you can go two different directions with that,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the messenger chatbot, but also the Instagram chatbot now. And
Yep.
like you mentioned, they have already done for you templates that all you have to do is, tweak some stuff, put your client's branding in there, and it's done. It saves you hours of work.
Absolutely, Chris. Those templates are gold. I mean, the amount of time that they save anybody coming into wanting to start an agency solely for the chatbots, or anybody in Builderall at large that want to build one for themselves. These templates, and the variety of industries that they cover and the variety of steps that they cover, can really help minimize that learning curve again, and make you able to be up and running as an agency just that much faster, if you choose this one to go with. All right, so number 3, the digital magazine. Now, digital magazines are huge right now. They have come a long way, and this is one that you can take several different ways to make money on. Digital magazines are just that. They are magazines that are online, and you flip the pages and people read them, just like a regular magazine, except it's online. It's on a screen, and that can save anybody that wants to get involved in the magazine, obviously, um, time from producing it, through the print process, and the money that it costs to do the print process. So how can you make money doing a digital magazine, though? So there are a couple, and I have a delivery. um, I'm going to mute myself for a sec. Oh, okay, good. We're good. He left it at the door. Um, so how can you make money doing a magazine? You can make money. One, first, you can make any business a magazine. Maybe it's your local real estate agent. You create a magazine for them that goes over, obviously why you would want to hire them, maybe a little bit into their life, all this, the area, how, project them as an expert in the area, talking about maybe the local parks or the schools, things like that. And then, of course, their listings talk about, some of their luxury listings or any of their listings that they have already sold, as well as ones that are on the market currently. Involve testimonials into that, whether it's video testimonials or text testimonials. A lot of times you get testimonials just in comments on Facebook or Instagram. You just make snippets of those and create those into your magazine to show social proof. Now, magazines with digital, they do have the ability to have videos. They are very interactive. You can connect a quiz funnel to that. Now, quiz funnel would be something on the lines of you open that particular page, and it says, okay, are you interested in buying or selling a home? Maybe the first question. Once they answer that question, then it can say, okay, great. Are you looking to buy a home? They answer buy a home in this price range, or 2 or 3 different price ranges that there may be, popular price ranges for that real estate agent's region. And then you just keep moving on, and then once they're done, the agent gets the results and can follow up immediately. And there's many ways that you could use that. What maybe it's about downsizing for an agent. So I don't want to get caught up in that area of this for the purpose of this. But another way to make money, a second way for a digital magazine, is that you can actually create one for yourself. As maybe you're an affiliate or you want to get into affiliate marketing. You create a magazine maybe it's around dogs. You love dogs. You love your own dog. You love everybody's dog. So you create a dog magazine of some kind about, just information about different breeds, different articles about whatever your reviews on toys are or dog food is. And then you get links to those particular products that you're talking about, and you make little ads within the magazines that people can click on to get the toy or the dog bowl or the bed or whatever it is that you can connect with to the dog industry. Get those affiliate links out there through a magazine. Then you give that magazine away free via the internet, or people signing up to get it for free at no charge, and because you're going to make your money on the area of people clicking on the ads. And there's actually
chime in here?
Sure, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought you were ending that sentence, but that's okay. Sorry for cutting you off. But yeah, so advertising, you can connect to AdSense. There's so many different things you can do. You could, if you're doing a local magazine or even a national magazine, like Cindy mentioned, you can just go locally to get people to advertise, local businesses to advertise on your digital magazine. You can do that on any website as well, or a blog.
Sure.
I mean, it's the same type of
very,
thing. I'm
very
sure
true.
you might get to that, but these are so many different opportunities. And I just want to mention to reiterate that all of these 12 types of agency businesses that you can start all can be done inside Builderall. And it's the Builderall Funnel Club, where you get access to all these ideas. So that's really exciting. So go ahead, Cindy. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, that's okay, Chris. I mean, that's important. Yeah, AdSense, absolutely. Any way that you would get an affiliate link out and is a viable way to use in the magazine. Another way for making money with a magazine, to monetize it, would be to create a magazine that maybe, I love dogs, of course. Maybe it's about veterinarian, and it's a generic way to promote veterinarians. And then you go to veterinarians and say, hey, I made this magazine. Would you like to send it out and use this as something for your client list? And then they buy it or buy the rights to it. And then you just send that out to them. They give it to them. That would be a great way to create recurring income. So you could do a monthly or a quarterly magazine that they would do. And you can sell that same exact agent's magazine to 100 different veterinarians across the country if you wanted to. And then, or up it even more and personalize it. Still have your generic magazine, but personalize it by having a cover story on that particular vet. And then that would be an upcharge. So that they're just a few of the ways that you can make money on the magazine By using that one tool, you have a minimum of 3 ways to make money, which is fantastic.
Can
All right.
I throw in a little tip?
Sure.
So what is it? It's Google Business, right? Right? Is that
Yep.
the name of it?
Yeah.
You can search veterinarians on Google Business. That's public information. You
Mm-hmm.
can call them, you can email them, and you can email them a sample no matter what niche that you're in, any type of business, any type of industry. And there's actually software out there. I'll have to find that for you guys. I'm not sure if we give anything like that away. I'm not sure, but you can do searches on that, and you can pull out stuff, put in a spreadsheet, and send all those whatever industry that you're in. It's legal to solicit them. It's not spamming. So
That's
there's a
right,
little.
Chris. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's just one idea. We're not, if we went into how to create, how to generate business for all these, we could be here for multiple hours. But once you get into our group and you get, you decide to take the leap and buy Builderall, there's no contract. It's a month-to-month thing. And right now there's a fantastic deal for Funnel Club for Builderall, which is you're going to save $111 off of that first month. And then you have that recurring payment of $87. So you basically have a business with the overhead of $87 a month, $87.90 technically. That's amazing. I mean, without a doubt, there's not hardly a business out there that you could start with less money that can be lucrative this quickly if you put the time and the effort into it. So without a doubt, they're Builderall. I mean, we're going to keep talking. We're going to keep mentioning it, and I'm going to get into a lot of it at the end. But you definitely want. I mean, right now, bigsale.cindybranson.com or join.chrischesar.com if you're already sold and want to get more information. But really, this is gearing 12 ideas of using the same platform for the same amount of money. Whether you do one of these or all of these, you're going to pay the same amount of money for Builderall, which
Yeah.
is fantastic, because as we talk about them, you can think, well, that there'll be one that'll be like, oh, well, that's the easiest one, I'll start there. But you'll quickly be able to grow into a bigger agency if you decide to incorporate several of these into one agency, which is, you could get the same client to pay you more money instead of having more clients, which is one avenue to go. All right. Anything to add to that, Chris?
No, and you're right. I can't get those circles to
Oh,
be right. So, but I stopped sharing
okay.
your screen just while you were talking there. So, you want me to share again?
No, I mean, do you have anything to add to that?
No, this is just,
Okay.
I just think, I mean, right now, I mean, this video, you could be watching this 2 months from now, and this deal might be off. I have it on the screen. You can see, I don't know if you can see our screen here, but get over 55% off now. This is the Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Most likely they'll do something for the New Year's, which would be most likely the same deal. And we'll go over some of that stuff because you're getting some amazing bonuses by joining Cindy Branson's team or my team, which is one and the same. And but I have, if you want to get the deal right now, it's bigsale.cindybranson.com. You'll get in, you'll get all the bonuses, you'll get all the live training, you'll get one-on-one consultations with Cindy Branson personally, and me if you want, and you'll also get one-on-one consultations with Shelly Turner, the VP of Builderall, who is the founder of our Builderall team. Awesome. So that's really super cool. We certainly have such an advantage over a lot of the Builderall teams. Shamefully, I say, but excitedly, I also say. So we are blessed. We are truly blessed. So go ahead, continue, Cindy. I'm done with my sales pitch.
Okay, without a doubt. So, the number 4. Let's go back to our ideas here. Number 4 is WhatsApp launches. This can be an agency because this is a specialty thing, and it's
Yeah.
really growing here in the United States where Chris and I are. But a lot of people around the world are already using WhatsApp as a primary source of communication with their clients. So what does that even mean? What's an WhatsApp launch? So whether maybe it's a product, maybe it's an event, or maybe it's a grand opening that of a store or a hospital or whatever. What you're going to do is generate buzz and drip information through the WhatsApp launch. So let's say it's an event and people sign up, and then you remind them through WhatsApp the time, the place, the attire, what maybe it's a benefit, and what some of the giveaways are, what the prizes are. Maybe there's like what they call a tricky tray auction. You can feature those, or what the benefit is, benefiting, where the funds are actually going to go to. So you generate excitement through the launch up until the day it launches, and then you could have some follow up after that. But this is a great way because it kind of replaces an email campaign, because so many times email is not being opened, and this is really for people that have already signed up. They are in a special group. They can talk amongst themselves as well, and that can really generate buzz around any kind of a launch, whether it's maybe it's a e-course that somebody's launching, maybe it's a new YouTube channel that's going to launch, maybe it's like I said, maybe it's a hospital that's going to open, maybe it's a Big Brothers Big Sisters benefit that's going to be happening. Whatever it is, WhatsApp launches can really generate the buzz and get the information to any of the attendees or prospects to make sure that they are at the launch, whether it's in a physical space or online. So Chris, you have any input on that?
The WhatsApp launches, I haven't used it, but I've been involved with some of the Builderall users who do use that, and I just think it's really, really cool. It's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but I really like it because it's just all organized, and it's almost like a drip. It's like a drip of information. I do use WhatsApp to a degree because I'm forced into it with some groups that I have to be in, but I do like it. It's immediate information. There's not all the clutter like a Facebook or emails and things like that. So the people who use WhatsApp, if they're using it, man, it's effective. It's more effective than emails. Opening emails.
Yeah, emails is more effective than Facebook groups as well, because with WhatsApp, they are going to get a notification right on their phone, and it makes it more apt for them to open it and get the information than having to log into Facebook and go to that particular group to get the information that they are needed for the product or the service launch. So it's something that you're going to hear more and more about in the coming years as it gets more and more popular than it is already. All right, so let's move on to number 5, e-learning agency. Now, what does that mean, e-learning? Of course, electronic learning, which is what over these last few years everybody has done. We've seen, not only public schools, but college level universities, people going online to learn about whatever, whatever their studies are geared to. Oops, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Whatever their studies are geared towards. But it also not only in a paid prospect of college or university, but also anything and everything. People are going to top gurus to learn about everything from how to build a YouTube channel to how to fix anything in their house basically, or their car. People can learn online as well, and it is more efficient for them because it is onto their schedule, and it's also a lot more economical for them than going to an actual class or school that they would learn the same things from. So it's this huge shift that we're going to, and we're going to continue to see it grow, where we can create these agencies that are, maybe do gear towards, go to your local community college and try to hook up with them, or you just call anybody that maybe a guru for anything. Anybody that has any kind of skill that they can learn, that they can teach, you can help them organize the content and get it out there as an e-learning agency. So it's a huge opportunity because so many people that are the experts in something don't know how to get that information out. They don't know how to project it into the world. And you can get and create the get the content from them, and then create the actual e-learning course, and then create the funnel in which people would get to the e-learning course, and how they would earn the money. And then you create a deal with them. They either pay you by the project, and they give you one lump sum for creating it, and then it's on them for however many people that they bring into it. Or you could also, as a second way to monetize it, is you agree to for a lesser amount to build it out, and then you can take a percentage of how many sales that they get. That could be 5%, 10%, depending on what the involvement of the project is, the scope of work is, and you agree upon that to create your agency. I mean, this is something that's huge. It can be anywhere, anything from, even like maybe it's a restaurant that wants to have any new employee coming in to go through a certain training that's consistent, that will give them the foundation to not make whatever position they are in the restaurant, for safety, for customers interaction, etc. Especially, as people continue to need these extra trainings to handle different situations, that can be part of the training. So it's not always just here's how you wash a dish properly at the right temperature, but it's also even to how you present your time off to a manager, or present anything to a client or a customer within that atmosphere. You have any input on that, Chris?
Yeah, well, the e-learning is an amazing tool inside Builderall, and I've actually purchased some courses through e-learning and the e-learning tool. Me personally, you don't have to use the e-learning tool if you don't want to. You can use the membership site. So our affiliatefastpass.com membership site is a perfect example of you can use that as an e-learning course. So you have two different types of options, two different types of layouts that you can use with the Builderall tools.
That's right, Chris. You're getting a little ahead of me because membership sites is on our list.
Whoopsie.
That's okay. But yeah, I mean, e-learning is another thing that's going to continue to grow, that you're going to hear more about. And if you haven't already taken it upon yourself to learn something through any kind of e-learning program, whether whether it was YouTube series or whether it was something that you purchased independently, you're going to in the near future, I'm sure of it. Because I mean, I've learned so much from e-learning products, and they can range. I mean, they don't have to be extensive like an online course. Online course to earn a degree. It can be something as simple as project management certificate, or even just learning how to put a book together, how to promote and write and promote your first book. Maybe could be an e-learning course that you could sell, even if it's just $7. It doesn't have to be so extensive and complex that it's a high ticket item. A lot of people start with something that's on the smaller ticket side, that's simpler to get them going. Okay, so number 6, lead generation agency. Now, this is something else that is huge, because there's so many different ways to get leads within Builderall, that you could actually create email list, or you could lead generate for a specific company. So again, there's different ways to monetize and create an agency around lead generation. One would be to simply create your own generic ways to gather an email list for maybe people that are health conscious. Maybe you give away something free to collect emails, and now all these people are interested in bettering themselves, their wellness journey, or through fitness or exercise or whatever health related thing it is. And then you can take that list and either present it to do solo ads for other companies or affiliates, or you could present it to maybe local chiropractors that say, you want to use my list to get out your offer. That's another way to use it. Or another avenue for lead generation agency would be to, if you have local companies or any company online that wants to generate leads, they come to you and you create a lead generation website or funnel specifically for them. So maybe it's an accountant, maybe a local accountant or any accountant. It doesn't have to be local to your area anymore. They come to you and say, I need to get more leads from my online space. And here's what you do. You go and you possibly, maybe you create them a website that's more interactive in lead generation, or you leave their website as it is and you just do a completely separate landing page that would be, okay, here's something that they can give away as an accountant. Do a tax organizer. So they give away a tax organizer for 2023. People go and they download this for free, but now they had to put their email in order to get the free item. So now that person, that accountant, has leads because they know these people are trying to organize their taxes, and that typically means that they need help with their taxes. So there are, again, different ways to take this type of agency in different directions based on how you want it to work and how you want to learn the skills or to present yourself. So there's definitely, with all these agencies, always more than one way to monetize it. But these are really just ideas to get you going. And then what happens next is you get into Builderall, and then you get into our team awesome. And as you decide to pick what direction you want to go, we can help you along the way. We can help you with the actual ideas. We can help you with, if you have design questions, because we've done most of these things, and or somebody on our team has, because we have such a global reach and the team is so big and we are so supportive that we're going to do that for anybody that comes in, that we are going to help them and be supportive of them and be a sounding board for them, or be a review for them, whatever it is that the person needs that comes into our team. That's what we do. So without a doubt. Okay. So number 7, email.
Mind if I chime in on that one?
Oh, of course, Chris, go right ahead.
Yeah, there's some people who make big time coin on lead generation. And it's something that if you get into the finance niche, the legal niche, those lawyers have money. All the financial industries obviously have a lot of money, unless they were with what was it, FTX? Sorry, hopefully you weren't involved with that fiasco. But anyway, yeah, these are huge. You collect leads. You can sell leads for $20, $50 a lead. These are huge, and you can get into things where you're selling. You can do it locally. You can, do Google ads, whatever, locally. It's an art, it's a science to it, but you collect leads and then you sell the leads to those local people. My fallback is the chiropractor. And you could sell leads to a chiropractor, and the chiropractor might say, well, how much is the lead? And you say $20. And you say, and they're going to say, well, what are you talking about? That's too much money. Well, what's the lifetime of that lead? If you make the sale, I give you the lead and you close that sale. That's their job, is to close the sale, not mine. I just give them the lead. But that lead to me is worth $20, $50, maybe even $100, depending on what industry that you're in. And it's a great way to make some really good money. And because you gotta anytime you do the math on these lead generation, it's about the lifetime of that client. That's the huge part. You can even do insurance company is another great. Life insurance is a huge market to get leads.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
So just food for thought.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you're saying per lead, we didn't get into that, but without a doubt, there's home agencies that are like home health agencies for folks that are aging in place, that, you know, maybe they come in just to make sure, you know, grandma got their medicines for the day, or, you know, it can stretch, their services can stretch from visiting for an hour a day all the way to being live in. Those are big money leads. I know a company that pays over $100 a lead, because if you get somebody that is looking in this moment in this area, they will pay for that, because they just need to close a sale on a hot lead like that. And they can range anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a month as a sale. So something like that, where you think $100 is a lot, it's really not to them. If you're vetting that lead and knowing, making sure that they are looking, that they're active, and that they qualify. And you can do that through your lead generation process, depending, maybe it's through a quiz funnel, or, more than just getting their email. Sometimes you just ask them a couple other questions online, so that you can really hone in. And when you go to, health agency A, you can say, this is the information I already have. And then the more information you have, the more valuable that lead became. And that's true across the board, finances or anything. But,
Yeah.
you could also have, smaller leads, like for restaurants that may want to put out coupons to people, things like that too. So it can really range from, quarter 25 cents a lead all the way up to 100 and plus dollars a lead, depending on where you're going and how much information you have collected. Will depend the value of the lead.
Yep. And I just want to reemphasize, you can stay on number 7. I just want to
Okay.
reemphasize, your job is to get solid, good leads. Their job is to close the sale. So if you're not a good salesperson, but you're good at bringing in leads, that's the key to that whole thing. So I just wanted to reemphasize that.
Correct. Correct, Chris. So email management, what is that? That's number 7 on our list. Email management, I mean, again, Builderall gives you all the tools that you need to do all of these things, and many of them in the unlimited category, so that you can have many clients you're doing for the same thing for. Email management, if you do it right, you can do it within your account, or you can sell them an account of their own, where you make money from their account, plus you make money from the services you're selling. And that's true also for web agency. I don't think I mentioned it back on number 1. So that's a multiple way to monetize one thing. So email management means that you can go to, maybe it's a local hair salon. I use that one a lot. And they have a client list, and then they just don't, nobody wants to deal with the email management. So they hire an agency to follow up, to make sure, certain specials throughout the year are being presented to their current clients. Maybe a referral special is going on, or they want to get feedback at one point. Things like that, that you create the email list or campaign. I mean, not the list. The list is an email list, is the list of the actual emails. The campaign is the emails themselves that you're going to send out. So you create the campaign for them and manage it. And then if people, in their replies, you come up with a system in which you can reply to anybody yourself, unless it goes to a certain, a certain question that they may not be able to answer. You may not be able to answer. You need to have a point person to refer it to. But for the most part, you're creating a system for their email and their email campaign, so that they pay you for that service to make the copy and to send it out, in the time frame that they want it sent out, for whatever information it is. Maybe it's a financial person that you're doing this for, and it's all about, various times of year, going through, tax season, or the IR, talking about IRAs, when they can do things to help, whenever laws change, that can help their relieve them of some taxes and things like that. So there's no doubt that this can be an agency for any size company, even if it's another entrepreneur that just doesn't like to make the copy or doesn't have the time to do this implement this particular part of their marketing. You can step in and get it all set up for them and then have it on autopilot, or they can you can set it up under their own account, again, set up on autopilot and let them control any of the responses, but you're also making money from their account. So there's two different ways to do that. I'm sure there's even more that I haven't thought of, because that is one thing that I love about our team meetings. When we start talking about tools, people start throwing ideas out that are like, oh, wow, I never thought of that. Let me try that. And then it's another money-making opportunity. Any thought on that, Chris Chesar?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of thought on this. I mean, you know, I think what you're saying is you could do email autoresponders for them. You could do maybe a weekly newsletter or a monthly newsletter for companies, things like that. There's all types of third-party, like AI writers out there that can help you write content. So if you're afraid to write content, you can write content just through AI. You know, there's so many good programs in there. And just so you guys know, on the most of the AI, the really good stuff like Jasper and things like that, they're based on the same software too. So Jasper might be a little too expensive for you, but there's other ones that use it's an open source software that they all use. So they all have the same thing, and different people charge for different things, and you have different interfaces. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. If it's kind of like a faceless opportunity where you're just a content creator and you're managing things. This is a great way. And did you mention how much money you could make with that? I had to step away for a second.
I didn't mention specifically on this, but I mean, it can range just like any of these tools. But I mean, email management as a starting point would be, I would think, $300 to $500 a month as a starting point.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And then
Awesome
just goes
stuff.
up from there. So I mean, awesome. You get 4 or 5 clients to do this for that are on the smaller size. That's a full-time agency. That's all you need.
And you know what? That when you say that, that makes me think that that's almost like a full-time job with part-time hours. If you get this going, that's pretty cool.
Yep. I mean, with any of these, you know, all of these ideas, anytime you bring on a new client, you have like an onboarding process. That's always going to take a little bit longer than the maintenance of that client. So whether it's a website or e-learning or email, you get down in the beginning, once you get your project approved or the pricing approved, the proposal, then you start collecting the information that you need in order to get the content created. And that can be the hardest part. So that sometimes takes the longest. But once you have the, let's say, the email sequence set up, then it's just on autopilot for the most part. And it's copy and pasting it into the software and then setting up the times that they go out. So it's not something you're going to go in there every day and look at, which makes it a beautiful thing, because the longer you have that client, the easier the work ends up getting. Okay, number 8, the delivery app. This one in Builderall is quite new, and it is going to explode. With everything Builderall, it comes out, we use it, and then they end up enhancing it along the way. Now, this is something that you can create an app as an agent, become an app agency for delivery purposes. This does not have to just be about food or pizza or medications. It can be about literally anything product wise. So this could be a delivery app for, going back to the hair salon. Maybe they have product lines of shampoo and cosmetics and skincare and so forth, that you can actually set up the delivery app and have them order things and then have it delivered via curbside. You can set it up as curbside. You can set it up as maybe there's an actual driver involved from the business to the client's house or the customer's house, or maybe you're using UPS at FedEx or whatever delivery service that you have, or maybe maybe there's a Postmate or a mail carrier or a package carrier, especially in the cities, they're all over the place, that you bring in as a third party that to do their deliveries for you. But the point is, it could be literally anything. It doesn't have to be that, so famous right now, food industry. It could be any kind of business that sells. It really can be. It could be your boutique dog and cat fancy store that sells all the toys and the food and the beds. It could be the salon with all the products and the skincare that they sell their products. Or it could be maybe it's give me another one, Chris. I'm having a brain fart.
Yeah, I mean, you can go anywhere. Like there's a small company here that has 6 stores. What is it called? Dogs and Cats Rule. It's a perfect example. It's like a small, well, medium-sized pet store that rivals with the bigger online chains like Chewy.com and stuff like that. That would be a perfect example, especially a store that has, multiple stores. That would be even more awesome. But if it's just a local store, like you said, restaurants, you could have your own type of Uber type of, not Uber driver. I forget what they call it. Those food delivery services that are out there. But yeah, anything that has a physical product that you would have to deliver. You can even have your own shopping service for seniors and things like that. I mean, there's so many different directions you can go with this. It's just amazing. And it doesn't just have to be strictly shopping service for food. It can be general shopping. So that would be cool, like your own personal thing for disabled or veterans, or all kinds of different ideas that you could come up with.
Yeah, I think just other ideas would be, think about seasonal. Somebody needs their salt delivered for their driveway. Somebody needs their chemicals for their pool. Somebody needs their mulch for their landscaping in the summer. I mean, it can be things like that as well. Always think outside the box on this one. And they are not hard to create at all. This is an easy learning curve. And I mean, as far as price per app, again, I think your starting point is at $500 and can go up from there without a doubt.
Absolutely.
All right. Number 9, this Mockup Agency. Now, the Mockup Agency is definitely the easiest one on here, without a doubt. It is one that you can do on Fiverr or freelance. Some of these outsourcing companies that we find online. So Mockup Studios, we have an entire library of video animations as well as static graphics that you can input your client's product, face, computer, whatever it is into it, and send them along their way. So it could be something so simple as here's the Apple Watch, pretty famous, and you want to show that that company's logo on the Apple Watch as if somebody's opening their app. As an example, you can do that and then charge $5, $10, $15 just for that one thing, and it took you all of 5 minutes. So this is one that it'd be very easy as a starting point, because you can go on places like Fiverr, as I mentioned, or Freelance or Upwork, and offer the service, and then you can say your own turnaround time, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. That way, if you're working a full-time job, this is something you can do on the side on your own schedule, and you don't have that pressure to get it done right away. If you don't have that capacity in your schedule, and you do need multiple clients, it does take a little bit to get started, because 1 or 2 in the beginning can turn into 10 or 15 within a month or a few months. But that's where you might want to be, depending on how much income you want to make. This is the great starting point, because you can really customize, you can really control how much that you bring in if you want it to. If you really have limited time and you say, I only want to do a couple hours a week, this is a great one to start with. And because if you're going on Fiverr and Upwork or freelance, these are places that will help you get clients. So you don't necessarily have to go get your own clients. It will help, get things rolling a little bit faster, of course. But if you just, leave it to them, they will eventually bring you clients and trickle them into you as part of the website that you're on. Anything you want to add to that, Chris?
Just a little bit. I had to step away and have Shadow, my dog, chase the geese off the lawn.
Okay.
So she did her job. But my thought was on this is that the Mockup Agency, there's a great tool inside Builderall, like I'm sure you mentioned. And if you're using Canva, that can help as well. It's a great side hustle job, and side hustle jobs are great because you're building a list of clients that could morph into or expand into website design, sales funnels, and some of these other agency type of services that Cindy has mentioned so far and forthcoming. So
Yep, and it's the easiest one to get started with. All the tools are within Builderall as well for the Mockup Studio. That this is one that you can start, having your little pebble clients, and until you're ready to take it to the next level. But it is a great way to just start your side hustle with pretty much no learning curve. You can learn how to do a mockup, and we have hundreds of them as templates within Builderall that are great, made by professionals, that you just hand that over and they use it as they will. But you're making your money, and you can keep growing it. I mean, I know of a couple of people that have taken the mockup and used that as their sole agency and created a full-time job out of that. Now that it takes a little bit of work to make a full-time income out of mockup, but it can be done. But that's why it's great if you really want to start with no learning curve, and you want to start with minimal hours per week or month even. This is the way to go, okay, to get you started. All right, so what does that lead to? Number 10, social media. So a lot of times what I've done is I use the Mockup Studio and Builderall for my social media clients as part of the package I sell them. So social media agency is just that. You can create content and manage that content for them as an agency, one or do both, one or the other or both. So social media agency, we have the tools within Builderall to schedule those postings directly, 30 days at a time. You can really get everything done. Probably for an entire month, you could spend a couple of days on a client and charge them $8,000-9,000 a month, even if you're doing all the management for them on multiple channels. So this is a great, these are the two tools you would use within Builderall are the Mockup Agency and the social post tool. So, and then of course you would also have the tools for your own business that we're going to talk about, because you're, at this point you're going to have your own website to advertise and drive people to your own website to get more clients as well. Social media is very lucrative. It is something that can be done at different levels. I mean, I've had clients that I've charged a couple $100 a month for, that I just create content for. I give them the content and then they post it as they see fit, and my hands are washed of it. And then I've had clients that I've charged all the way $700, $800, $900 for, that I'm creating their content and managing it for them as well. If you really want to go, max it out, then you can also even, delve into being the engagement management as well. Anytime they get a comment or a question on one of their platforms, you're the go-to person to make sure that they get answered in a timely manner, or that they at least get an answer that, hey, we did get your question. We will get back to you as soon as possible, if it's one that the business itself has to answer. So this is another tool that you can get a few clients a week and a few clients a month on a max plan that you create, and have a full-time income from this kind of an agency. Any thoughts on that, Chris Chesar?
I was trying to unmute myself. No thoughts on this. I'm not big on social media.
Okay.
You know that I'm not good at it. I don't like it. It's tough for me. I'd rather do just
So
videos.
Chris would be an ideal client, basically, for somebody to come in that knows that they are selling online, yet they don't like to be online. That's the kind of person that would be a great client. Okay. Number 11, our help desk. Builderall also has a tool that is worth the price of admission just for this single tool. The help desk is just that. Anytime that you have an online product or service that you can go and get support online, this is that kind of a tool where you can have a ticket or a live agency. So on a website, you could have that little pop-up that says, hey, how may I help you? And it's a live conversation between the person behind the desk and the client or the customer, and you help them navigate what they need, what information you need from them in order to help them. Or you can have a ticket-based system where they submit a ticket and then you answer it within so many hours or days, sometimes people put on there. So you can create, this is a great tool because you can connect with a couple of clients and have a full-time income from this. I mean, depending on how much traffic their help desk gets, you could easily charge $1,000 to $1,500 a month for this if it's on a bigger company. Smaller companies, you might start out at $500. But again, I mean, it's going to depend on the size of them, how much information that you're going to be required to know in order to help their clients, and then also how much traffic actually is driven to their help desk. You can manage it. You can be the agency manager to set it all up and charge them for that aspect of it, but let their people actually be the attendants of the help desk. That's another avenue. It wouldn't be as lucrative, but it'd be a lot easier. It'd be a lot easier for somebody to do that. Is just to set it up and let them run it. You would be able to do two things. You would be able to get your monthly income from the recurring from them, and then any maintenance program that they have as well, or training program for new attendants. Maybe they have a new hire that's going to be an attendant on that help desk, and you charge an extra X number of dollars to train them instead of having another employee take time out to train them. So multiple ways to monetize the help desk agency. Again, another tool in Builderall. Everything that I've mentioned here, you get all of it for one price. So it's a matter of whatever you decide. If one of these is striking you as, hey, that's a good starting point for me, but I like this idea too, you can grow into that at no additional cost for your software that you need to do it. It's all included in Builderall. What do you think of that one, Chris?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think what I want to mention, because I'm a little bit giddy about this, is that if you're a Builderall user right now and you click on the support chat or support ticket, that is the help desk tool. So when you say help desk, that might get a little confusing. It could be a help desk. It could be a support, live, not live support, but a support where you put your tickets or your live chat in. You can have people who log in who are answering the chat tickets and things like that. So Builderall created this tool for Builderall, the company. And what they did was they gave it to their users. Let me just repeat that. They gave it to their users. No extra charge. This is insane. This is a standalone tool that you can use, like Cindy mentioned, for other companies. This is massive. And that's one of the many, many, many things that I love about Builderall is they create something for themselves and they say, well, hey, we already have this. Let's give it to our users. And that's definitely the one thing I love about Builderall is they know how to, we talk about customer retention. If another company did something like this, and added something, they would be, well, we're going to raise the rates a little bit for this, or if you want that, it's going to cost you this. But Builderall saying, hey, we want you guys to stay around. Here's an extra tool for you to make money and keep you around. So that's really cool. So yeah, I
That's
just want to
great.
mention, just in case you're tuning in a little bit late, we're at number 11 already. Cindy Branson is giving a presentation on 12 work from home agency business ideas. You can use these as a great side hustle to make some extra money, or as a full-time job as you grow. We know a lot of people out there over the last, few years with all the stuff going on around the world, all kinds of stuff going around the world. We know people that have lost their jobs. We know people that can't get jobs right now. These are great opportunities. This online space, people say, oh, it's oversaturated. No, 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 it's not. There's so much great opportunity. And that is the beauty of our team, Builderall Team Awesome, with Cindy Branson and myself. And of course, our team founder, Shelly Turner, the VP. She's the vice president of Builderall, is our team leader, and you can meet with her every single week and even schedule one-on-one meetings with her. So this is an opportunity for you to take control of your life and move forward and just have a wonderful life at home and not have to worry about the big man, the big boss anymore. You can be your own boss. So really pumped up about this.
That's
Cindy,
very
you're doing a great job on your presentation. And I want to thank you. I want to thank all of our viewers because we have our last one coming, I guess, right?
Yeah, we have number 12 coming up, but I do have a bonus one. And then I'm going to talk about the deal and what you get with Team Awesome, which is who we represent.
Sounds great.
And
Go
all the
ahead, Cindy.
bonuses that come with that. So stay tuned, because that's a big part of your success, is knowing that you have a team behind you when you need us, which is huge, because it makes sure that when you're working at home, sometimes it can be an isolated situation where you may not be getting that support with anybody that you can talk to face to face in your home. We are here online for you to connect with throughout the week, to help you with questions, that whether it's a technical question, whether it's a branding question, we try to help you along the way. Maybe it's about how to get clients to a help desk agency that you want to start. We can give you ideas for that on any of these. That we've talked about. We all have ideas on how to help you set things up, so that you can have systems in place, and how to generate clients for them. And we have all, whether it's live training or recorded training that we already have done that you can watch at your own leisure. But there's always going to be a live Q&A for you to come and ask somebody a question that is pertaining to your project that you're on at the moment. Or if you just want some camaraderie of the team, sometimes, that is definitely helpful, especially in the beginning when you come into a program and to start your own business. But it's also about, we actually end up being friends, some of us, even though they're in Australia or London. I have friends that when I do travel again, I have places I can go and say hello and give people hugs that I've known for years now. And I can't wait to be able to do that.
Absolutely. There is a question from Roby Ritz.
Okay.
And I'm gonna jump you on this answer because I want to make sure we're on a safe space here.
Okay.
So Roby asks, I'll answer this. Okay, Cindy. Can we download the slides of this presentation? That's a great question. And I'm going to make a decision on this, and I hopefully Cindy will agree, that anyone who joins Cindy Branson's team or my team, or is a member of Builderall Team Awesome only, you'll able to get this slide presentation. How do you feel about that?
I agree with that, Chris. Absolutely. Because that's part of our team. I mean, we were just talking about the community and the camaraderie, but it's also about sharing resources. Without a doubt, we do that within our team, because sometimes it's a checklist, sometimes it's a slideshow, sometimes, what we get into the bonuses, we'll talk about 4,000 social media graphics that you can get and use. I mean, there's so many things that we give away as a team to help our team members. This can definitely be added to the list without a doubt. I'll do, and it's made in Canva. So you can change the colors or the pictures or add to it if you want. Because I know, we can emphasize this a little bit if you wanted to.
Yeah, so I'm just going to jump in on you, Cindy. Sorry, because I know we want to get finish up the presentation. I'm not sure who this is. I'd have to look on Facebook, but another bonus for Team Awesome. Thank you. What a smiley.
Absolutely.
So very cool.
Of course.
Let me just go over this. Michael Nysian, great answer, Chris. Team Awesome is the tops. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. So that being said and question answered, let's go to number 12. Project management agency. Now, this is another huge one that can span across several different industries for people. But we at Builderall have just been given yet another huge tool, gigantic tool called Workie, WORCKIE, and it is included in the Funnel Club plan of Builderall right now. That is gigantic because this is an unlimited tool that you can actually create an agency from and give away agency accounts, which allows you to make even more money because you can do it without having them sign up for Builderall, and you can collect a monthly management fee and software fee separately if you wanted to. So again, multiple ways to monetize the same tool. You can get in at the surface and just sell them the tool and let them set it up. You can sell them the tool and set it up for them and then let them manage it, or you can do all three, or a combination of, and have them have you create the organization of it based on them and customizing it to their project, and then allowing the people that need to have access to it, granting them the access and so forth. You can have so many different projects, again, unlimited, one of Builderall's middle name, because you have unlimited websites you can build, you can have unlimited emails, you have unlimited project management, you have unlimited e-learning courses, etc., that we talk about. So many of these tools are unlimited. So this is gigantic. Like, let's talk a contractor, maybe somebody who's doing a bathroom remodel. They specialize in bathroom remodels. You create project management for them that makes sure all their vendors, because even if it's a whole house, they could have hundreds of vendors. Let's just keep it to a bathroom where they are going to have a tile manufacturer, they're going to have a glass vendor, they're going to have the hardware vendor, they're going to have the piping and the plumbing vendor, the electric vendor. They're still going to have a dozen or so vendors involved in a single project of remodeling the bathroom. You also have all the all the materials that they need to make sure that they came in on time, communication with the client itself, the schedule of the project. So you can set all that up for somebody and be a VA project manager for them and charge accordingly. Whether it's one project for them or a full-time for them for every single project and every single client they have. Or maybe going back to real estate, we use this one because there's so many people involved in a single real estate transaction, from the title company, well, of course, the client, the seller, the title company, the mortgage company, maybe the stager, anybody who's going to come clean the windows or the power wash the house. There's just, and of course, the buyers and potential showings. All those things could be created under a project management so that you're making sure everybody's on the same page. You're making sure the end client is informed, so you have a complete transparency with them if you want, and they can see where everything is at the same time as you are seeing it. And you can actually have conversations. Somebody could have a conversation with one-on-one with somebody, or as a miniature group, like let's go back to the contractor. I need to talk to the person that's going to install the glass, but I also need to make sure the person I ordered the glass from and what their schedule is. Maybe I need to get these three people need to come together. They can have a live chat within the project management, within Workie itself, which can help save time and keep things a lot more efficient for that project. Now, this one is just gigantic because not only is it about the software and the money that can be made by by having an agency to sell the software. But if you go the next step to actually be the project manager, then you're talking that you can talk into the thousands of dollars a month if you have 1 or 2 clients. So what do you think of this one, Chris? Because this one's pretty new.
Yeah, it's insane. This is a bonus, that another tool that Builderall is using for themselves that they gave to us. But this is a little bit different. This is a standalone tool where your clients can actually log in to this without even seeing the Builderall name. It's almost like a white label, sort of, but you still have to deal with Worky. You can't call it Chris Chesar's product management agency. It would still be Worky, but you're giving them a login for Worky to their own company. If you join the Builderall Funnel Club, which I have scrolling on here, just go to bigsale.cindybranson.com to get over 55% off during the Black Friday Cyber Monday deal. I'm sure this will come around again for the New Year's, but this is great. I was just thinking about when we did, before COVID, when we did our real estate photography business, and it was just like, oh, it was such a hassle dealing with the real estate agent because they're out there trying to do their job selling. They have a lot of vendors, the sign person, the inspectors, and everything like that. Imagine having a project for a property, just creating that project, and all the vendors get to interact with each other. So I don't have to worry about the rug cleaners or whatever you call it, the home stagers. As a photographer, they always got in my way, and it would just delay all my times. Just imagine all that, and the virtual assistants and things like that. Cindy and I are working on some projects together, and we're so used to using Google Docs. But when what do we say, Cindy? Where's that thing about one project we're working on? And we can't find it because we got hundreds and hundreds of Google Docs. So this is really cool that we can actually start a project. We're working on several courses together. We're working on two webinars together, and this will help us to organize those projects. And it's right in our back office, right in our Worky back office, so which is really, really super cool. But this is opportunities. We have a person, a Builderall Team Awesome, that as soon as this came out, they were on it. I think they've sold 2 or 3 already to companies, and they're making a ton of money doing this. So this is such an opportunity, and it's right here. And think about this. If Builderall has already done this in the past where they give you these tools, think of the years to come as they develop new tools. It's
Yeah, that's
just,
right.
you can grow, scale, and expand your business 1,000-fold.
Absolutely, Chris. So sorry. I know you are, and I am too, because I mean, that's one of the things, I mean, about Builderall is they are constantly in the background looking for ways to improve and to be innovative, without a doubt. They are the most complete all-in-one marketing system on the market by far. And they continue to exceed the expectations of the members they have, and new people as well, because if you looked at Builderall a year or 2 years or 3 years ago, or oh my gosh, 5 years ago when they started, it is completely different now. And there are so many things. I mean, we're up to 45 plus tools at this point, and these are, like we have talked about, a lot of them, the standalone tools that are worth the price of admission. That's why you can come in here and be a Builderall user, create an agency out of just one of those tools, and you have the ability to have all those other ones just sitting in the background waiting for you to use for either your own business or to create multi-service agencies. Which is what we're talking about next, and number 13, because I only labeled this 12 ways to make money. But number 13 is just to be a general digital marketing agency and combine any of these tools into an agency that has multiple streams of income for their clients. So you have an ability to have one client that you sell more to throughout your time with them than to have a specialized agency where you have to have new clients all the time. So that's just a little bonus to think of it in a different way, or think of it as you grow and scale to come up into ways that you make more money with, was that not, you mentioned it earlier, Chris, and I'm having another brain freeze.
That's okay. Hold on a second. I
Yeah.
want to give me a second. I'm going to play like a 1 second little bumper video because I'm so excited. I love this idea where you're wrapping
Okay.
everything up into one digital marketing agency. So they just saw my sneaky guy video. So very cool. I don't know where you're going with this, so I can't help you. Did that help give you time to gather your thought?
Oh, I didn't see it, Chris. I'm so sorry. I guess
No, you don't
I
have to see
can't
it.
see your
I just
screen.
played a little bumper video.
Oh, okay. So no, like that. Oh, I know. I see it. Okay. I want the delay for what I see compared to when I'm sharing on my screen. So yeah, I mean, this is just enough just to kind of get you going with a single agency idea to know that you can grow into a full blown marketing agency by having multiple ways that you service a client. Maybe it starts with a website, and then you grow into doing their social media for them, and then maybe they eventually have an e-learning course, or they need a help desk. You can offer all of these to every client, or you can specialize. So there's different ways to use the agency mentality. Just knowing that you can do this no matter what. It's not going to increase your costs by adding different tools, because with Builderall, it's already included in your cost of the funnel club into your monthly fee.
Cindy,
So,
hold on.
oh, go
Hold
ahead.
on. Hold on. So let me, I'm going to pose this question, a rhetorical question to myself.
Okay.
What is the best customer? And the answer to that in my mind is my existing customer. And that's exactly what Cindy's saying, is that
Yeah.
once you build a website, which is the easiest thing to do, you could build a one-page website. You could charge them during the holidays or anytime, give them a deal, do local stuff. You could even put it out on your own Facebook profile. Anybody need a website and you never did one before? We have templates. Builderall has templates in there. You can build a nice one-page website for somebody. You could do it for free. You could do it for 99. Remember, Cindy, you did that promotion at one of your, when they had like a network event, business card exchanges, we called them. You put that offer out there with a little flyer, and you got a bunch of websites, and now they're paying us. It's just a passive recurring income because
Yep.
whether we have them on the website agency account with Builderall, we can charge them what we want per month, or we just gave them a Builderall account. Here's our Builderall link, and then we transferred that website into their account, and boom, it's done. And then that goes into, that can scale into, as their business grows, that can scale into, like what Cindy's saying, all these different types of services that she mentioned. Now for $99, that's no big deal. That was just the starter. But now you have an opportunity. Let me do your social media, because social media now, 10 years ago, it was easy. Now it's hard because there's so many platforms out there that are actually viable. Before it was, you had YouTube, Facebook, then Instagram kind of came around. Now you have TikTok. You got all kinds of stuff. Can you imagine the opportunity that you guys can have to be charging $100, $200, $300, $400? You have one client that's paying close to $800, right, a month for your social media.
I do, Chris. Yep. To create and manage their social
Wow.
media.
That's insane. That's amazing. And I've seen the content that Cindy puts out, and it's worth every penny. But think about that. $800. It's not $800. What is it? 797 or something like that?
Yeah. It's not quite 800.
But it's amazing, and the value was there because that client's business is they're getting the engagement that's out there, and it's huge. These are huge opportunities. They're huge tips that Cindy is giving, and I'm really impressed with this presentation, Cindy Branson. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's again, the great thing about Builderall is that all of these tools are going to be the same price, and you can grow into them. And yes, absolutely. Just like Chris reiterated, was the reason why you do this is because once you have a client that you sold something to, it's just easier to grow that relationship and sell them more services over time. Okay, so digital marketing agency is just a bonus because it's a combination of 2 or all 12 of the ones that we had mentioned previous. All right, so question, how do I start? We've already answered that several times, which is you start with Builderall. Builderall is, like we also mentioned, it's an all-in-one marketing platform. It is absolutely in a league of its own, and it continues to be the game changer for other platforms to live up to. We have every single tool that we mentioned already, plus so many more. There's actually 45 plus tools with Builderall. You get to run your own business from the same platform that you're doing your client work on, with no additional cost, which is amazing. Now, I can't say there's never ever going to be an additional cost because there are 15 unique domains that you can connect to your Builderall Funnel Club account. So once you go beyond 15, you have options of either paying for additional domain per month, or you have your clients start their own account, which is very viable because so many of them will want to have that control and hold the keys to their website, in a sense. So something else that we can talk about more in depth, if this is for you and you come in to start your business, we can talk about the different options of how to not only run your business, but your client's business in different ways to monetize it. All right.
Yep. Can I jump in on that one?
Sure.
I just want to correct you on the first line.
Okay.
Builderall is actually the original all-in-one digital marketing platform.
Okay.
And a lot of these companies are copying what Builderall is doing. You're seeing that with ClickFunnels 2.0. You're seeing that with Kartra. You're seeing that with Groove Pages. You're seeing that with System.io. There's other platforms out there. I'm not saying that they're bad platforms. They're great platforms. But what my opinion is because I've used those. The ones I just mentioned, I've used them all. I've personally used them, and I wound up using Builderall because those guys have limitations. So you could go through all their pricing plans, and if you really look deep, the middle name of Builderall is unlimited. And unlimited is a key to all these different tools. Now, the other thing I want to mention is, well, let me finish my thought on that before I jump to the other thing, is that, you might say, well, it's a little bit more expensive than I want to pay right now. That's fine. I get it. I understand. I'm just starting out. But you have the support of our team. And we can help you get to where you need to go a lot faster. There is no other platform out there that has teams like this to help you and support you with the direction that you want to go. And that's where we put all of our entrepreneurial minds to. We may not have the exact answer, but we can have an open discussion with you, either privately or in a group, with some brilliant minds, from techie minds to affiliate marketing minds to just e-commerce minds. You put that combination all together, you get some really cool advice to expand your business and understand where you could take your business. And then the hard part is, I know exactly where I want to go, but how do I get there with these tools? And that's where the team also comes in, our team, to help you with your specific plan or your specific goals, to say, well, you can use this tool, that tool, and this tool, combine them together, and we can help you fast track that for you. So that's one of the things that I wanted to say. The other thing you mentioned was like the thing like Worky, where it's what do you call that thing? The project management tool?
Yeah, I call it, to simplify it, a project management tool, but it's also a task and a time management tool as well. So Worky is very comprehensive and is up there with the big boys that can cost $100 a month just for that tool.
No doubt. So that's why I wanted to and I've seen this happen. Now, Builderall gave this to their Funnel Club members where you're getting the agency account. You're getting the unlimited agency account with the Funnel Club. They may change that. I'm not trying to do any BS scare tactics here, but I've seen this with Builderall where I don't think they should have given that away for free. My opinion, I'm super happy that they did, but my opinion is that, you know, let me just hide Cindy for a second, that they may change that down the road where we're grandfathered in. So if they gave it to me this year, maybe new clients down the road, they may not give that to you. So think about that as you want to get in now is the point. And when you get in now, when you're in the grassroots area and they give these tools away and there's no extra charge, this is such an opportunity. So make sure to get in on this deal. And right now there's a sale where you can get the Funnel Club for the premium price of 55% off. Just go to bigsale.cindybranson.com. And Cindy, please continue on. I'm glad I got to give you a little break.
All right, Chris, thanks. My dog appreciates you giving me the time to let him out. So, all right. So I think you covered almost everything that was on this slide. Yes, the original all-in-one marketing. You can run your own business and your clients from the same platform for the same bottom line price. Chris really went into about the supportive team that we have. We have complete training, of course, and we're going to delve into the training aspect a little bit more. And of course, our bonuses, which we're going to talk about a little bit more in depth as well. So if anybody is interested, I mean, now is definitely the time that you can come in and save that $111. And that's basically getting like 5 weeks for free or 55% off, however you want to put it, that you're getting a great deal. And this is the best deal of the year by far. So bonuses, number one, the team awesome. You will be getting these only if you join with our link though. So make sure you use either joinchrischesar.com, join.chrischesar.com, sorry, or bigsale.cindybranson.com, because we don't want you to just come in under anybody or under Builderall at large, because you're going to miss out on this stuff. And we want to make sure this is so priceless, what we're going to talk about right now.
Yeah, can I jump in on that?
Sure, Chris.
Yeah, so the one quick thing I want to say is Cindy's going to go over all the different bonuses, and we're never going to cover them all because Builderall Team Awesome has the most extensive bonuses that you'll ever get in a team. But I don't want to say that if you're interested in Builderall and you were shopping around, that's fine. There's some other teams out there that might fit your need, but Builderall is amazing. The Builderall, a lot of Builderall users, Builderall sponsors out there are amazing. Yes, we think our bonuses are the best. I think Cindy's going to prove that to you right now. But yeah, Builderall is a wonderful company, and the Builderall community is a wonderful community. So continue on, Cindy Branson.
Okay.
Oh, can I just do one more? If you guys, sure. You know, I just think this was I'm not surprised because you do this all the time when you take the time and put together a presentation. But if you guys are really enjoying this presentation, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment in there that this is great. You know, thank you, Cindy, or Cindy, you did a great job. You know, drop a comment there. It helps us out with the algorithms. Let me just play a little bumper. Hold on. There we go. That was fun. So I got my little toys. I love being a producer. So Cindy did a great job. She's given my head spinning with ideas. So I'm pretty pumped up about this. So Cindy, let's show these bonuses that we're giving away.
Okay, Chris, let's talk about Team Awesome first and foremost, because this is the biggest bonus, because like you said, there's no way we can talk about everything that you actually get with Team Awesome, because it's just the list goes on and on and on forever. I mean, Shelly shared us. Shelly's our team leader. She's at the very top. She was the founder of Team Awesome, and she invests so much into our team that it can be unbelievable at many times. Her list of software that she has given us access to over the years is over 200 at this point. Over 200 different softwares in addition to what you're already getting that will help you run your business and help you get engagement or manage social media, or I mean, just so many other things. Invoicing, there's a free invoicing, a free leads magnet that you get. There's so many of them. So this is our website.
I got to correct you on that one.
Okay.
She hasn't given us 200 yet. She has 200, over 200 total to give out, and she hasn't vetted them all yet.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. No
worries,
we haven't gotten 200. Okay. Thanks for the correction, Chris.
Well, I want to be honest, you know?
Yeah, of course, of course. So, I mean, you go through this, you get access to this at your funnel club level. Now, when you do come in, you don't get everything on day one. There are certain things that you will have to wait 30 days to actually access, but trust me, you're going to have so much to do that you're not going to need everything on your first day. It'll be overwhelmed if you got everything on your first day anyway. As you can see here, I mean, we have our free members, the Facebook groups that we have connected, the bonuses, getting started. I'm not going to open all these up right now. Training. She also has a blog. I mean, she has everything. I mean, just everything that you can imagine that'll help you. She has vacation vouchers that you get to give away at absolutely no cost to you so that you can help get leads and clients and build email lists, or just use them for yourself. That's a little secret that we're not supposed to let out, but we can actually use them for ourselves. Okay, so, and with this website here, it's very easy because it's the way you want to log in. I would recommend going to Team Awesome and then going to the Builderall dashboard, especially as somebody coming in to learn, because you can't see that, but right below the Builderall and the Team Awesome videos that you play are the 4 core things that you're going to want to do. You're going to learn. You learn about the tools, the affiliate opportunities, and traffic. And they're right there, easy peasy, so that you can get to them without having to go through all kinds of knowledge base searches and so forth. So this is huge in the fact that you get so many bonuses, that you get easy access to it, and that it helps keep you organized without a doubt as you learn and grow within Builderall. Okay, well, let's see. Also with Team Awesome, Chris mentioned this too, but huge deal with Team Awesome is we actually have 4 times a week that you can join us live, interactive live sessions that you can either come in on Zoom if you want, or watch it via Facebook, so that you can ask questions and make comments there. But this is a way for you to find a time in your schedule. 4 times a week, that means that there's no doubt there'll be a time in your schedule that you'll be able to join us, that you're never alone, so that you're a part of our active team, and we support each other and our group with growth and resources, etc. So we have our private Facebook group, which is where everything is streamed, so it's not open to the public. But once we stop recording into the group, we also have the after parties of every single time we're on live, so that maybe if you're not comfortable being on screen and asking questions, you can do it afterwards. So you don't have to wait for another time or a special session. You can be there and still be involved and interactive, even if you personally didn't want to be on screen. But the big bonus of people doing things on screen, of course, is that if I have a question, it's more likely that it's a dozen other people that might have that same question. It's definitely not just me. So by me asking a question at whatever level I'm at, it will help other people as well that may not realize that they need that information, or they're going to work into that information, or they just didn't think to ask the question. So this exclusive live private group, this interactive training, this value, I mean, it can be priceless, especially when you're new and you're starting out and you need the extra support to get things going.
Yeah. Hey,
as well.
Cindy, I'm sorry. Can you jump back to that one?
Yep. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Chris.
so I just want to chime in on this real quick. Is that you said kind of priceless? It is priceless in
It
my mind
is.
because this is how I made over $100,000 just being part of this team and taking ideas from the group. We've had people who maybe have a project but they don't want to share it on a live stream, that want to use the after party as where it's not recorded, it's not streamed. They trust the people who are on the call to look at their project and dissect their project and help, make it work and things like that. So this is just an opportunity. The other reason, I'm not sure if you mentioned this because I was reading Linda Kay wrote, "Who needs the knowledge base when you have Cindy Branson?" So that's so awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you
Linda.
so much, Linda Kay,
Oh,
for stopping in. Another Builderall Team Awesome member. Yeah, that's what we do. That's all that we do. The reason we do 4 days a week, and I know that might be scary. The more I thought about us, how I promote this, that you don't have to show up 4 days. We just do 4 days of live training because we deal with people all around the world, and everybody has different time zones. Some people have full-time jobs, and we want to make meetings available to accommodate people where they feel comfortable, where they're not in a rush. They don't have to worry about if it's 1 a.m. at their time, wherever they live in the world, that they have the opportunity to participate. And that's what myself, Cindy Branson, and Shelly Turner, the vice president of Builderall and the founder of Builderall Team Awesome, have discussed, was to give people this opportunity. That's why we do it. You don't have to show up to four meetings.
no.
You don't have to show up for a month. Show up for, when you need us. We're here for you. That's the beauty of this, and that's the beauty of this team. And I will tell you this, I truly believe this. We're the only team, Builderall team in the world, that offers this particular opportunity. And I think that's pretty cool.
I do too, Chris. I definitely concur. I think we are the only team across not just Builderall, but probably the industry, because we are so comprehensive. We want to make sure, like you said, that anybody on our team,
Yeah.
wherever they are, has the opportunity to get involved in an interactive training if they need to. Or, I mean, you use the Facebook group. We have our private Facebook group that's very active. So that way, if it's, I've done it where it was 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh, I'm stuck, or I have a question, and I pop it into the Facebook group, and lo and behold, somebody, it's morning or afternoon for them across the globe, and they're helping me and they're answering questions for me. And it's not always immediate, but it's always within hours. Sometimes it's just so quick, it amazes me and it surprises me almost that I can get those kind of answers with such immediacy. But yeah, I mean, this group, without a doubt, the support that we give each other, the help that we give each other, the guidance. I mean, with Shelly, of course, at the helm, it's amazing. But even with each other, it doesn't matter where you are. Even if you're a beginner, you can help somebody you can help somebody else that is just a day behind you. Or you can get help from somebody that's just a day ahead of you. That's the way our team works, because we're at all different levels. And that's part of the amazing part of it. Okay, so we're going to move on to our product launch. This is huge. Chris calls this the mega bonus and might leave it as number last, whatever number that is. But this is part of Team Awesome, and it's exclusive just to our team that you get this. So again, make sure you join with one of our links so that you are definitely within the Team Awesome fold or umbrella, because that's the only way you get this. Otherwise, you're going to pay $2,000, $3,000 for this kind of mentorship. Now, what is a product launch mentor? That is Shelly Turner. She's going to take her time as an expert in product launches because she's done so many, and she's going to handhold us, anybody on our team, through the process and coaching them along the way. So it's not just about, here's your checklist, get these things done. It's about the coaching and the mindset and customizing it to your product, your journey, where you are in life as well as business. And that's amazing. You get unlimited private meetings with her. So maybe you get a product launched in 2 weeks. Maybe it takes you 2 years. It doesn't matter. She's going to stay with you and walking you through it each step of the way. She has already earned over $2,000 just in selling Builderall. We can't even count, or I mean, it's private information how much she's actually made with all the products she has, all the streams of incomes, but it's definitely in the seven figures, I'm sure, because she does it all, and she teaches us all those ways as well. I mean, we're not going to talk about launch jacking, which is another one that she teaches us. But let's stick with this product launch, because another thing about this, Chris, is it's amazing that, when I went in there, I'm like, I don't have a product per se. I'm not an expert in anything, but you have a conversation with her and she will help you define a product and give you resources in order to bolster your information so that you can have a product, and then she helps you launch it. She has not only, like I said, all the steps to do it, the coaching to do it, but also the connections to do it. And that is priceless, Chris Chesar, because not only does she teach you, she'll do it more than once. She'll do it 10 times in a row if you need her to do 10 products. But the idea is that after the first one, or sometimes the second one, that you then can go on and teach other people to do it, which is amazing. So what are your thoughts on that? Did I miss anything, Chris?
I don't think so. I did have to step away for a moment. So I think you covered everything. I mean, this is an opportunity. I do call this the mega bonus. Shelley Turner is just an amazing person. She has doctorates, master's degrees in all kinds of different things. She was a history teacher to start. Yeah. She's worked with tech companies. You look at her and you would say, huh? But it's not the case. I mean, this person is a genius. And I'm saying person because I don't like to identify people as a woman or a man. She is an absolute genius. She's a business genius. That's why when I first met her, she was just a Builderall user, just like me. She came into Builderall because at the time, they don't have it anymore. At the time, they had a phone app tool. They don't have that right now. But when they did, that's why she came to Builderall. And now she's the vice president of Builderall. And it just shows you she's just an amazing person through ups and downs of life and business. She just has kept me going. You can message her once you're on the team. You can message her. I mean, you can set up one-on-one meetings with her. But this particular product that she offers, you want to get in now on this because there's only so much time in a day. She only has so many time slots that she can schedule for her mentorship. And she's giving this away for free. This is over a $10,000 value. And I don't even like saying that because if you did a project with her once, it would be worth paying $10,000. And if you've been there with, like Legendary Marketer or some of these other people out there, they charge $10,000, $20,000 just to meet with them. Rudy Maurer, people like that. They're charging tons of money one time, one product, and that's it. And you get so many slots and that's it. This is unlimited. So if it takes you 2 months to mentor with her for one project, that's how long it takes. If it takes you 8 months, a year, 2 years for your one project, you can still schedule and schedule and schedule. And then, like Cindy says, you can, you want your second project that you want her to help mentor you on. And that's another limit. So it's an unlimited thing that just continues on and on and on. So it's infinite until she says it's not. But I don't see, she loves it. She just thrives on helping people. And it truly is an opportunity. And like I said, you're working with her on a particular project, and it doesn't have to be, you could sell, I'm selling a product that, I'm selling a new frozen pizza that you can put figs on. How do I do that? And she'll come up with an answer. and the whole formula for you selling your fig pizza. You know, not that I would recommend having figs on my pizza, but that's how absurd it can be. You could sell those. Remember those spinners? She actually made a
Yep.
ton of money selling those spinners when they were hot. She sells all kinds of different things. She's been around the world. She's been around the map. She knows what she's doing. And I'm telling you, this is such an opportunity, but I do fear the amount of people who come into Builderall Team Awesome. You want to get in now to be able, and that's the first thing you do. Schedule this. You don't have to wait for this. Schedule this right away and get in there, because it might be 2 weeks down the road until you find availability. It takes time, but that's cool. And you can get in now because she does have spaces available. So very, very cool. And we love Shelly Turner.
Yeah. And I mean, just to clarify again, everything that we're talking about as bonuses does not cost a dime extra. All you're doing is buying Builderall on a month-to-month subscription, and you're going to save right off the bat the $111 if you're coming in for the Black Friday Cyber Monday deal of 2022. But everything else is bonus cost free. Everything that we've talked about, all the team, all the resources, all the support, all this launch mentor. And to move on, you're also, because you're a team.
You know what? Can I just chime in on that?
All right, going back. Go ahead.
If you go to Big Sale, you can bring up the next screen.
Okay.
If you go to bigsale.cindybranson.com, she'll make sure that that's up to date. So even if there's not a sale on and you're looking at this, you know, next year in 2023 or 2024 on YouTube somewhere, and you stumble onto this video, it's still worth the price that you pay for the Funnel Club for everything that you get. We're just doing this video now because we love saving money. We're affiliate marketers. We make 30% of sales. Of course, we make less money when there's a sale, but we know it helps you out because we know that times are tough. And I can't forecast that times will be any easier next year in 2023. So this is an opportunity for you guys. Yeah, of course, we make less money in commissions, but you're getting all this. And I'm so pumped up, Cindy, I don't even know what to do. Go ahead.
Well, the next one is big, Chris, and it's one of you're the founding member of Affiliate Fast Pass. We both talk about it. We both are part of it. But this was your baby in the beginning, without a doubt. And anybody who comes into our team will have lifetime access to Affiliate Fast Pass for free. Now, right now it is free for everybody, but I know in the coming weeks, actually, you're going to start charging for this. So this is another huge bonus because you are getting even more free resources and templates galore for Builderall that you can imagine. Ebooks, magazines, website templates, all kinds of stuff that you can use as lead magnets from the health niche to the financial niche and everything in between. This is amazing what you have put together, and continue to grow its library of free resources. And this is something that, again, I mean, you say it's going to cost $10 a month for anybody coming in, which will be $100 and $120 a year. But that is just pennies if you look at just using one of these templates that Chris put together. Just one of them is at a higher value than an entire annual membership. So, and there's just so much more. There's something for everybody throughout the industries, as well as additional Builderall training that you get here. I mean, from email swipes to headlines to books. I mean, everything is in here, Chris. What do you have to add to that?
Well, I'm going to add to this that I'm offering this right now in 2022 till the very end of the year for free to anyone, even outside of Builderall. If you're watching this video now and you're using another platform, that's fine. That's great. You're comfortable. I'm happy. Come into Affiliate Fast Pass. You may not use the Builderall templates that I put together, but you can use the other things, the ebooks and the lead magnets that I put in there, all the other stuff that I put in there for you to use. And my goal there is, to be honest with you, selfishly, I'm hoping that someday that you'll come over to Builderall seeing all the value that is here. If anybody here, it's in 2023 or in 2020, I'm sorry, in 2022, it's free to anyone, even outside of Builderall. Maybe you're a Builderall user that you're on another team or you have another sponsor. That's fine too. All you have to do, it's on the bottom of the screen, it's coming up. Go to affiliatefastpass.com, watch the video. It'll show you how to register for your free account. If you're watching this video in 2023, yes, there will be a charge for it, a monthly recurring charge, or I'll try to put some sort of annual charge up there, but I want to keep it as low as possible. The reason I'm doing this is because when I first started, it was tough. I didn't know how to build websites. I didn't know how to build good opt-in forms, things like that. So one of the things that I decided to do, and I've seen a lot of people that came in and joined my team were in the same situation. It took them some time to understand. They had full-time jobs. They weren't technical savvy. And that's what I want to do. And it's like, well, why not have done for you stuff that people can just, the easiest thing for them to do is put a picture of, a logo up there, put their, change their website and put their affiliate link into something on a button. So I wanted to design it where people didn't have to worry about the whole learning curve. And because that's the toughest part. And we're an impatient society. And this gives you guys an opportunity to really get started until you can figure it out on your own. Hey, I can build this on my own. You have it, it's there, and there's some valuable information. One of the other things that we didn't mention is that I'll be creating courses for you guys to actually put together, and you'll be able to upload them right into your Builderall account and sell them. So that's a really cool feature that's coming too.
Yeah, another amazing list of resources at anybody's fingertips that's on our team and outside our team, like you mentioned. But to come into our team, you will have lifetime access to this, no matter what Chris decides to do with the pricing structure of the membership. One of the great things too here is if you go to bigsale.cindybranson.com, that's actually the funnel that Chris put together for this holiday special for Builderall, that once you join, you can immediately download that and start using it for yourself with very simple couple of changes of the link that it goes to make sure it goes to your checkout page. And if you have, we can literally walk you through that very quickly in a 5-minute call. If you wanted to literally have us on a call over the weekend, we would be willing to do that to help you out. But it's very easy, intuitive to use because it's so limited in what you have to change in order to get it to work for you, to go to you. Now, we're not talking about affiliate opportunities here. I realize that. But if, let's say, you're thinking, well, $87 a month is a little bit of change. I mean, I'm starting a business for that, and that's very limited overhead, but I am just starting, and it is a little bit pricey for my budget. Well, this is the opportunity, is that even if you sell just 3 of those, you can have like 95% of your cost covered. If you sell 4, you're actually making money. So it's very simple to do. We've had people come in and just share it to their own people on their social media and sell multiple accounts that way, based on the fact that they were like-minded people. So it is just an opportunity. We're not talking about the affiliate side of things here, but wanted to make you aware of that, because that's one of the many funnels that Chris gives away. Okay, so let's go on with our next bonus, the social media library. Now, I mentioned this as part of Team Awesome, but it's even bigger than that because Chris also has social media, and we have some on the team page. There's actually several places you can get social media libraries. There is the core of the 4,000 social media graphics that you can download. Now, you can download these with the Builderall logo, or you can download them with no logo and put your own branding on it. The only rule on any of this social media is that you cannot sell it. You have to use it for yourself. But it's massive what are in here, from quotes to holidays to months to, I mean, everything and anything, make money online related, if that was the route you were going. And then in addition to that, Chris is, we have some videos on the Trello board and other graphics on the Trello board, which is another, it's like a calendar format that you can go in there and look at, like I said, what month and what day, what holiday, and pull specific ones out for that, making it a lot easier, more efficient to find things than if you decided to just download the 4,000 graphics. But all in total, I want to say we're up to 4,400 graphics that they have access to. Is my number correct there, Chris?
Yes, it's over 4,400 social media graphics that you can use, and that saves you so much time and so much money in having something to post in different areas. So one of the things that this is something that Shelly Turner designed for us for Builderall Team Awesome is to help us save time so that we can use our time to create our projects and sell whatever we're trying to sell and do other things. So we don't have to worry about all this kind of stuff. So it's right there, easy, couple click, boom, download it into on your desktop. Very cool.
Yep. Exactly. And I mean, it makes it easy because you can go and just download what you need, or you can download the whole library of the 4,000. I don't necessarily recommend to do that unless you have an external drive, just because when I did it, I made the mistake of putting it on my computer, and it really clogged up my space. So I ended up putting it on an external, which made things easier for my laptop.
Yep, Cindy, I just got to mention that we do have a troll on
Yeah, I
YouTube.
saw.
So
Yeah.
we do have a troll. We apologize for that. We'll delete that after the live presentation. So my apologies to anybody watching on YouTube that's experiencing some wackadoodle, disgusting troll. Sorry about that, guys.
So, okay. So moving on from the social media library that you also get the pro skills training. Now, Chris was the spokesperson and produced and stars, I will say, in these videos, and they are online courses. I mean, you're going to feel like you went through a college course when you're done this. You are going to have the professional training for not only copywriting. Now, Chris mentioned, or I think, yeah, it was him or I that mentioned the AI, the automated intelligence that you use for copywriting. But he goes through an entire course, a series of videos that teaches you the best techniques and tips of how to do it yourself and when you're doing your own copy. Very, very professional, extremely full, just a wealth of information. Same thing with traffic. Everything we know, one of the biggest things that you need to do is drive traffic to a website, a funnel, etc. That if you're relying on traffic to get your business going, this is the course to start with by far. It's going to talk about paid ads. It's also going to talk about organic avenues, organic meaning free. Now, free meaning no money involved, because there is nothing that's truly free. It's either going to take your time or your dollars, one of the two. So you can go either route or a combination of the two. Chris goes through everything here for that. And then the affiliate pro skills, that's another bonus. Again, we're not talking about the affiliate side of things necessarily for this particular presentation, but that is included if you decide to grow into that. And that is one, I will say that so many Team Awesome members come in to use the tools, but they end up adding the affiliate opportunity to it because they realize that it's another stream of income, a passive income that they can make. And then the fourth one being the 200 videos for SEO facts and tips, which is just another wealth of information about SEO when it comes to building websites and funnels, and getting things discovered through Google searches or browser searches. Chris, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I mean, I will. I mean, this is actually, you could add another digital marketing agency on here as being a spokesperson and do videos for people. So, it's not Builderall tool related, but this is a Builderall related topic, because the number one Builderall affiliate at the time, James Neville Taylor, saw my work and liked me. And through the CEO of Builderall, Eric Salgado, said, "Who is this Chris Chesar guy?" This is when I first started. And he contacted me and said, "You're recommended to, can you do these videos for me?" These videos were written by a multiple seven-figure online marketer, and the scripts are really good. Some of the jokes are bad, but I didn't know. I was new, and somebody asked me to do this and paid me. So yeah, it's great stuff, and it really helped me out. All these courses, the Affiliate Pro Skills course, I got to say is awesome. 21 videos series, beginner series, and then an advanced series. Traffic Pro Skills, also another, I think that one's 20 videos, beginner and advanced. And the copywriting, I believe, is 10 or 11 videos, if I remember correctly. But it's all pertinent. I've actually just went through those again. I like to go through them, every few months, just to refresh my memory on what to do. But all of these are just fantastic information. The 200 videos for SEO is fantastic. That was done by Magnificent Five, some people inside Builderall. So that's a great bonus to help you with your SEO. So great stuff. And it's all yours. But this one I can't give away to anyone outside. You can purchase it if you're outside of Builderall team or our direct sales. But if you join Cindy Branson's team or my team, or one and the same, to be honest with you, two different teams, but me and Cindy work together as business partners. If you join Cindy Branson's team, you'll get this free now, and this is something I just offered free.
Now this is exactly, this is, you have to use the link in the description to come into our specific team, even though it's under the umbrella of Team Awesome. This is a bonus that really is only for people that come in under either bigsale.cindybranson.com or join.chrischesar.com. It's not just everybody that is in Team Awesome does not get this. So correct. Yeah, please do join us, because it's just one of the many bonuses that is just a huge value that you will be able to take with you for your entire online journey. I mean, it's such an incredible foundation for anybody who is a beginner or advanced, because it has both skill sets throughout the series that he does. All right, so Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Builderall Funnel Club. Please join us. You're going to save the $111. It's over 55% off the regular price. So that means that your first month, instead of $199 as the regular price, you are only going to pay $87.90. And then it's a month-to-month recurring charge of $87.90. There is no contract, so there's no pressure. Come in, see what it's like. Realize that the tools that we are going to give you through Builderall, as well as the Team Awesome and the Team Chris and Cindy bonuses, are so going to be your foundation for building a business, building an agency online. And that there are, I mean, we just mentioned 13, but I already know there's a huge one that I forgot to mention, which is the webinar tool. Because that can as well be an agency all on its own, is building webinars for people, or presentations for people that are going to be keynote speakers. That is amazing opportunity as well. So yeah, and it's going to continue to grow, because Builderall is going to continue to grow. The Funnel Club is just that. The Funnel Club is over 400 funnels, are the current number, I believe. We already know there's 30 chatbot templates specifically for Facebook and 30 specifically for Instagram that are ready to go. You also have all the chatbot, webbot messenger templates. You also have funnels for selling cheetah websites. You also have all the mock-up templates. Yeah, I mean, there's just and then along with us, you have all your email swipes that you can steal from us if you decide to do email or lead generation that you can use. So please do take a look, watch this again, check out bigsales.cindybranson.com. See it in more detail. I know, how could it be more detail? You've been talking for 2 hours, but the deal itself is magnificent of everything that you're going to get. There's no doubt that this is the time to get in, get your foot into the online space. There is plenty of space for you to grow.
Well, let me, yeah, Cindy, this is fantastic. So one of the things you're seeing this slide, I'm going to bring us, do you have another slide after this, or that's all?
No, this is their last slide.
Okay, so I'll stop you sharing in a second. But what I want to talk to you guys about is if you're watching this in 2023, Builderall, right now we're in edition of Builderall 5.0 as at the time of this recording. We're recording actually on Black Friday. We're live right now, November 25th, 2022. There was talk from the CEO, Eric Salgado, that sometime in February, March, April, right around the first quarter, that Builderall 6.0, they're looking to launch. And I did ask him specifically in a private meeting with the CEO. I said, I asked him, will there be a price change? And he says, yes, there will be an increase in price because there's going to be some amazing things coming with that, and they're going to increase the price. Not to be a scare tactic here, because I don't like that. I'm just being real and honest. If you can get in now, I asked him directly. I just reaffirmed it. And I said, well, the people who are paying $87.90 right now at the current price that you're seeing at the time of this recording, will they be grandfathered then to the same price and get all the added benefits of Builderall 6.0? And he said yes. So that's what he said. Now, so I'm going to take his word for that. So make sure you get in now to be grandfathered into bigger and better things. And the bigger and better things that are coming, I'll go over that in a second, but I want to stop sharing Cindy's screen. Oopsie, hold on. Yeah, there we go. So one of the huge things that I want to say is that Builderall has helped me with all the tools. They've helped me make over $100,000 over the last year and a half in selling stuff, courses, affiliate marketing, and things like that. That's amazing. I was always kind of weird sharing my numbers, but until I got to that, I'm pretty excited about that. Coming from, heck, I was in the newspaper business pretty much my whole life, and not on the editorial end. I was just circulation. I got newspapers delivered to people's houses and to stores. So I worked for a small newspaper starting out when I was in my early 20s, and then I got I forget what they call it. I can't forget, headhunted. Some headhunters were out there. I was 25, and then I got a job at the New York Daily News. And yeah, so they're coming here and not having experience in online marketing. I was, our business for the last 13 years. That's when I met Cindy. We started a business in video production. It's a weird story. I don't want to we've already gone over 2 hours, but I don't want to bore you too much. But it turned out it kind of expanded into where I became a really good real estate photographer. I didn't know what I was doing. I was good at video. So now all of a sudden I'm filming real estate, and the business took off, and like still photography. And we did video walkthroughs of the houses and things like that. So I'm in my mid 50s, and to lose all that from when COVID hit was the scariest thing in my life. And it's like, what am I going to do? And they shut down our state. And to have this opportunity with Builderall there in my back pocket doing side hustles, I'm like, wait a minute, I can make money selling Builderall. And that's what I started doing. Cindy sells Builderall and went into other directions with social media management and things like that too, to supplement her income. And, our business is dissolved when it comes to real estate photography. I don't want to go back at this point. I did 13 years of that. I was good at what I did, but to identify with other people out there who may have lost their job, that you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it and you work hard. There's no magic button. I've always said that, you know, people always tell you there's no magic button, but there is a magic button. The magic button to me is you. It's what's inside you. That's your magic button. You know, what you want to put into a business. This is anything you do using the Builderall tools is a business. There's no thing where you can just, where Chris Chesar or Cindy Branson can tell you, oh, do this and you'll make $1 million. That's not the case. It's your work ethic. You still have to work hard. It's a business. And that's one of the things. But what we can do as a team is try to help you, help support you, like Cindy Branson talked about, to get you to where, you know, you need to go, get you to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's kind of where we'll do our best to guide you, because what you do may be completely different than what I would do, or what Cindy Branson would do, or what Shelley Turner would do. So that's the important thing. In case you're tuning in late, I know we have some people watching. Definitely watch from the beginning of this live broadcast once it ends. Cindy Branson did a wonderful presentation on 12 work from home agency business ideas as a great side hustle or a full-time job. This is a great opportunity for you in this online space to start making money online. Like I mentioned, as a side hustle, or I know a couple of my friends, or a couple of my acquaintances, I should say, have lost their job and they don't know what to do, or they're scared. And this is an opportunity to be a part of a family, be a part of a group that can help guide you into the right direction. And even we talked about, look back, we talked about a specific bonus where the vice president of Builderall, who is our Builderall Team Awesome founder, can help you find your way. I don't have a product to launch. Don't worry about that. She'll talk with you and talk about your interests. It's a casual conversation, and say, you know, you could be into, what does Shelley always say, underwater basket weaving? That's your hobby that you're passionate about. She can help turn that into a money-making opportunity using the tools in the Builderall Funnel Club. So make sure you act now. If the sale has ended, don't worry. It's still worth every penny that you get in. But right now, if you're watching this and you don't hesitate, get in now. Go to bigsale.cindybranson.com. It's scrolling on the bottom of the screen, and get in here now and change your life, because it changed mine. I mean, to think that I could make over $100,000 in selling stuff online. And I don't sell physical products. I sell some courses and things like that. But I came in selling other people's stuff. That's the key. I didn't have any knowledge how to create my own stuff. I just came in and I participated, and I was there. I was current. I was always around trying to learn from everybody. And I put all those, oh, you have no idea how many notes I have everywhere where I live. It's insane. But you're going to learn so much that I know that you can do this. I know that you don't have to worry anymore. I know you don't have to panic anymore, because there is money to be made in this online space. It's not saturated. There's room for Cindy Branson. There's room for Chris Chesar. There's room for you too in this online space. No matter what you want to do, no matter what you want to sell, there's an opportunity for you, and we can help you achieve those goals. But if you got to put the work in, that's the only thing I can guarantee. If you put the work in, you work hard, I can guarantee you're going to find some success in the future. And we'll try to get you there as fast as we can. So it looks like Cindy's dog,
I'm
Mark.
sorry. Once you're in our Team Awesome, you'll meet Marco many times over, because after that 2-hour mark, he's like, enough, get off the video, and he starts making his appearances. But yeah, I mean, everything you said, Chris, absolutely positively true. There is no doubt. Builderall changed my life, as well, as you mentioned, because without it, I mean, I was lucky enough to have just scratched the surface prior to our real estate business being folded, which gave me just that tiny little bit head start, that I was so glad I already knew Builderall, and I was able to grow within it. because it changed my life without a doubt. It made me an affiliate marketer. Never ever would have thought that that was the direction I was going to go. But once I was in on the team and I saw what other people were doing and how easy it was. Now, again, it, like you said, it's easy to do, but it does take time, work, and dedication. But anybody can do it. It is everything that we do is learnable skills. As long as you have some drive to do the work and dedicate the time to it, you can do it too. Whether
Yeah,
it's
no doubt
through
about
an
that. So
agency, sorry,
no, no doubt about that.
yeah,
If you lost your job, if you hate your job and you want to quit, there's opportunities. If you just want to make a couple extra bucks so you can take your family on a vacation next year, there's opportunity for you. And it's time for a little bumper here, Cindy. So,
okay.
all right, I'm done. I'm done playing with my tools here.
I let you
We just
produce
lost a
more of it,
viewer.
Chris.
We just lost one of our viewers when I played the bumper. Sorry about that.
Uh-oh. Well, that's probably because they went to bigsale.cindybranson.com or, of course, join.chrischesar.com. And even if Black Friday, Cyber Monday is over for 2022, they are still the place to go to get the very best deal of the moment. So even if this deal is off, whatever the best deal is going to be there and will always entitle you to bonuses that we have on our team and through ourselves. So you will always be under the Team Awesome umbrella when you come in under one of our links, as well as Chris and I personally, which gives you even more bonuses, resources, and support through your journey. Now, whether that's, so many times people come in the beginning and that's the hardest part for them. Other times, and that's when we hear from them the most and support them the most. Other times people come in and it could be, weeks, months, or even a year before they need us. And then they come to us and then we will have the most time that they need for that support and extra guidance. It doesn't matter. We're always going to be here, whichever end of the journey that you need us on, or if it's every step of the way.
Yeah, it is funny that not funny, but it's interesting that you mentioned that is that somebody in Builderall Team Awesome, I'm not going to mention their name, but they just popped in and had a message that I'm back. It's been 5 years and I'm back. And I'm like, who is this guy? I didn't know his name. And I'm like, but he's in our private Team Awesome Facebook group.
Cool.
And I'm like, there's only one way to get in there. You have to be invited.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, well, yeah, let's go. 5 times the charm. That's what I'm saying. So, or 5 years the charm. So, yeah, you come in and you might, life changes and you need something. And what a shock it must be for after 5 years coming back and you're seeing all these different tools.
Yeah.
So he's really pumped up. So yeah, I thought that was really cute and perfect segue to that. So guys, thank you so much. Cindy Branson, thank you so much for giving an amazing presentation. For
Thank
all
you.
the current Builderall Team Awesome members, inside the Builderall Team Awesome Facebook group, Cindy Branson will drop the Canva link for you guys, I guess a share link.
Sure.
And you can message her on Facebook if you have any issues with that. But she'll put that presentation in so you guys can do your own video on how amazing it is to be with Builderall Team Awesome and the Builderall Funnel Club. So make sure you go to bigsale.cindybranson.com. It's scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Get in there now. Save it's $111.10. I just didn't want to put that in because I thought that was a little ridiculous. But $111.10 you save right now during this sale, and bigsale.cindybranson.com. And that is over 55% off. You're going to get all this, all the knowledge, all the training, all the bonuses, and all of the community perks that we have. And of course, the wonderful Builderall diva herself, Shelly Turner, the vice president of Builderall. You get access to her as well. Huge perk for us as members, but huge perks for us to go out and go sell Builderall as well. So thank you so much for everybody for watching. Cindy Branson, again, thank you so much for an amazing presentation. It's got my mind flying right now. I got to get to work. So thanks again, and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Till next time. Bye, everybody.